Hello guys, greetings, welcome, good luck, and have fun for this possibly last game of this tournament. Because at the moment we're seeing vTgiX, he is up 2-0 right now in demanding fashion against vTgiX. He is the Zerg player in the bottom left, so we're seeing Protoss versus Zerg on Tal'Darim Altar LE. It is a good old Blizzard version of Tal'Darim Altar that does have these destructible rocks, and at this ramp, you can actually see it across the ramp as opposed to the MLG Tal'Darim Altar that has it's blocked off. It's an interesting choice, just as a map maker's choice. But right now, we're seeing vTgiX forward pylon. We may be seeing either a Forge or a Nexus first. Those are definitely quite possible. Right now, vTgiX still has opportunity to go for a hatchery first, but with this probe running in, its odds are it will go ahead and be a spawning pool first. And so, unfortunately for vTgiX, he's going to go ahead and get scouted immediately, but this Overlord is not going to be able to do much damage in terms of scouting because it's going the wrong direction. However, if he did see the angle that probe came in, he should realize that vTgiX's over there in the top left, but judging by the pattern of his Overlord, he probably will send his drone to the top left first anyway. With this probe running around, there's no way that vTgiX will be able to get away with the hatchery first. Right now, watching pros get Chrono boosted out so far to the 14 mark. Nothing else queued up, but there is going to be a Forge. 14 Forge, some constant probe production. I'm probably going to see like a something along the lines of a 15, 16, 17 Nexus. That's usually where it's going to be, unless he decides to go for the gateway next. We are seeing the spawning pool and then the extractor, as right now we're seeing vTgiX run around with this probe to go ahead and just delay as much as he possibly can. So right now vTgiX is going ahead and approaching 200 minerals, getting more and more and more. Probably going to start sending out probe to get out the Nexus. There he is, 17 Nexus will be going down with the 2 probe moving out. Go ahead and try and delay that drone as soon as he's going to throw it down. Where's the... He's actually choosing not to. Okay, so he's actually going to pylon instead. He might be trying to actually pylon in over here. He's blocking expansion. You go ahead, cannon rush? No, it's not a cannon rush. It's going to delay and be annoying while he gets up his Nexus once again before this expansion goes down for vTgiX. But vTgiX is in a really bad spot right now, and the fact that he's got no expo is getting more and more things, but the fact that he's behind the probe, behind the expansions, behind in pretty much every single manner except for the fact that he's getting out speedlings means that really there's going to be a very strong position for vTgiX right now to go ahead and do a lot of damage. See, already his front's looking to be pretty tight. He's got a cannon over there as well as a gateway, and he's got a probe plugging up this spot of this map. Probably waiting to do another building. You could easily do that to try and make this a 1 zealot wide choke, or just get completely walled off with a single gateway. It's unclear exactly what's going to be happening. We're seeing a lot of link there in the front. 4, it's not a ton, but this expansion is so much farther behind than vTgiX's expansion that vTgiX is looking to be quite solid. Cybernetics Core probably going to be thrown down in a second from vTgiX. Yep, there it is. Cybernetics Core goes down, and that should actually be a complete wall off. Okay. I would definitely assume that that is a complete wall-off. Odds are it is, as really vTgiX's going to be able to Chrono boost out a lot of pros right now with the defensive position that he's in. Over here, we're seeing that there's going to be no Baneling Nest. We're not going to see a crazy buff. vTgiX is basically trying to drone up as much as he can. I'm waiting for him to throw up a... Oh, he already did throw up a third. Down here in the bottom middle, he's throwing up a third base. Which is good, he needs to. He's very behind to get out his natural expansion. To do that is definitely necessary. He's actually gone to the front. He's seen every building at the front, which is unfortunate that he actually went ahead and missed the Stargate. That Stargate's going to be a pretty big deal. You can see that vTgiX has not seen that guy thrown down after he already pulled away with those lings. You can see this cannon's got a single kill. It was a Zergling, so not exactly a big deal that it was lost. However, vTgiX is going to need to prepare for the Stargate play. It damaged him in the last game pretty effectively, but now we can see another Ling going to go ahead and get killed. And did he actually... Wait, he might have actually just seen that Stargate. I can't tell, he just selected him. Did he? He saw it. Did he click on it, though? Did he click on the Stargate? Dual Stargate. Ooh, vTgiX. Interesting. Wait a second, he's got no gateway units. Oh, he's doing the White Raw. When White Raw's PvZ for a while was strictly air units, not a single gateway unit. And we're seeing that happening from vTgiX right now. He's got Flores coming out. and second Stargate. I'm so excited to see this again. I have not seen this for a little bit of time, and this is so much fun to observe. You could definitely catch vTgiX off guard, but what this build requires is time to get up Void Rays, Phoenixes, and then you get carriers, and then you get a mothership, and it's awesome. So I'm excited for this. Use cannons to defend, and they were watching as another Void Ray is going to be produced right now. So Gator, this is going to be. I am excited. This is a really cool thing to see. Are we going to see any air upgrades? We actually are seeing air upgrades. Or not air, it's Warpgate. Oh, I thought it was going to be +1 air attack for a second. I could just looked up here and then not looked dumb, but I decided not to, as this is going to be quite awesome to go ahead and watch, as we're going to see the White Raw all-air PVZ. It's just so much fun to observe. I saw the Ukraine Star go up against White Raw in some crazy games. Shakur's Plateau, I think, was like the map that it was. Some other ones where Ukraine Star had to go ahead and deal with this, and he couldn't. You had Hydras, you had Corruptors and everything, but it was so strong. But it's hard to pull off, because you get caught while you're in a little in-between stage of having a strong army and everything. You can easily get killed if you just get hit with when you have too few air units. Here he's running around. vTgiX needs to get some anti-air. He's got Hydras on the way, which is generally how you do deal with air against Protoss. But Gix, you need to get some Spore Crawlers. You need some other kind of defense. A Nidus network, interesting move. You can see he's got a Ling over there, as well as an Overlord with Vision down here. So drones not under attack as the harassment's not begun. Spore Crawlers are there inside the natural mineral line, or right outside of it, but they're in a bad spot because the space is wide open. And there we're seeing another Queen's come by and get sniped. So this is definitely looking pretty solid for Gator. You can see the Spore Crawlers went and landed down there on the bottom, but this is still, he's basically abusing every single positional advantage he can. Spore Crawlers do take only 6 seconds to root. It was a patch that Blizzard did that I definitely agree that's needed in this exact situation. Like this, you can see Blizzard's patch really paying off, because right now fully charged Void Rays can actually kill off the Spore Crawlers before really much else can happen. Oh my god, that Void Ray actually survives. That's so huge. But looking over here, we do see that Gator has this pylon ready to have vision of all this, so that Spine Pool is not going to be able to actually beat them. Oh no, the Void Rays goes down. I think that's actually both Void Rays just fell down there. Yeah, both Void Rays have fallen. Now it's just strictly some good old Phoenixes. Looking over here, we're going to be watching the fact that there's not very much gateway units out. Let's see that there's one sentry out, but that is it. But we're going to actually be transitioning into a death ball. A lot of gateways, kind of 5 gateways, as well as a robotics getting this. But we're seeing here is the good old Nidus Storm over here at the front, not inside the base, but all of these Hydras are going to start sieging the front. This is a really bad spot for Gator. He doesn't have a ton out yet. He's trying to play for a couple minutes from now, but he's going to have to be really careful. These Hydras are going to ignore the fact that they have window of opportunity and retreat. Oh no, they're coming in through that nice over here inside the main base. I spoke too soon. Hydra's inside the main base, and then he's gonna go over into that robo and snipe out the Colossus that's gonna come out. Is he going for the command, the Nexus? He's got to hit the robo. Gotta be near the robo, so we can be able to take it out. There he is. But we're gonna watch all these guys take out. This probe count is gonna be decimated, as the Colossus are going to be able to pop sooner, but all of these probes are going down. This probe count is being so severely diminished. We're seeing a lot of units getting taken out in missiles with all this, but these Hydras will sacrifice their lives with more coming in. They're going to need to retreat pretty soon. He's going to try and snipe off the Colossus. It seems like it's not going to go to really any kind of benefit, as this is going to get taken out. And there we go. But how many pros are killed? 21 pros have been killed. Wow. Hydra's doing so well. You can see the pro count is now way below, 13 below, now even more, 16 below the drone count. That is definitely not a good spot for Gator. He is still only on 2 bases now, a diminished 2 bases at that. While down here we're seeing that this base has now been up and running. Those getting harassed now with these Phoenixes that don't have a ton of energy left. But there's no Spore Crawlers or anything down there. And here we have a Nidus Swarm, a defensive Nidus Swarm down here. That's going to be a pretty solid move. But this Nidus in the front down here is still alive. What could actually be done, because it's talking about LEs, you can actually bring a Colossus down here and go ahead and hit that Nidus Swarm from a better spot. But there is another Nidus Swarm that just popped out somewhere on the map. I'm not quite sure where. It's not over here. It's not inside the base. of Gator, but Gator's running around looking, trying to see the Knights inside his base. I'm surprised he hasn't thrown down pylons into that area of his main base, but that's clearly not the case. Alright, so now running around here, we do see that this is now going to take an out. Goodbye to this Nidus Swarm. You can see Nidus Swarm is actually really fragile, only 200 health, and they usually are mid-ish to late game-ish units or buildings, so they do get taken out quite easily at that stage in the game, as was just evident. Now running around here, we see that 7 mines is almost completed. Looks like the third base will be going down for Gatored in a minute, as he's got his pylon going down. Be able to move in, but this hatchery is still there, and we can see the queens are doing a good job of spawning larvae. Repositioning all those spore crawlers for as much effectiveness as they can, but Spire is now down. It's going to be really, really key, as Gix needs to get out Corruptors for the Death Ball. It's going to be incoming against him. So down here is the army, but there's no Void Rays or Phoenixes in there to help out this army. So all 4 Phoenixes are around the map somewhere. They're actually running around down here trying to do what they can to be annoying, but there's no Spore Crawler down here, which I'm really surprised about. One Spore Crawler in the middle line could really help defend against everything that Garrett has, and vTgiX needs that. He can't afford to lose a lot to Ratsman. He's down 0-2 in this series, and if he loses this game, he loses the tournament and does not win $100. Which is unfortunate, because $100 is a pretty good amount to win. So Gator right now has got the +1 attack. He's got the +1 armor on the way. I don't think he has a Twilight Council on the field yet. In fact, there it is, it's just finishing. So you will be able to get Blink. It's going to be quite essential for what he's trying to do in this game. If he can get that, that'll help him out a lot. But he's getting more Colossi out. Where is this one going? Okay, looks like he's finally bringing it back into his army. But what is the rally point of that Robo as I try and click? I have no precision in my clicking right now, just so you guys know. Oh, he's actually... What is he? He's got a Colossi following the Phoenix. Oh, I really hope he realizes this, because they get picked off incredibly easily. All these Roach Colossi are in here. We see them get hit by that really solid forces, and oh no, those Corruptors are going to go down, but they're doing a good job of actually sniping off the Colossi. 2 of them do go down. They're going to pull away before they actually lose too much, and they were seeing that seems that Gator has now seen that Colossus running around, and now we're going to see a much better attack angle from Gix, but he's got to deal with the Colossi. Phoenixes are still there, dealing damage to those Corruptors. But there are so many Colossi coming out, along with all these Stalkers. It's going to be really hard for Gix to deal with. Gix has actually got a better lead in the food count than I actually expected, but there are 17, 18 Roaches that are coming in, and he's just trying to retreat and do what he can. So one Colossus is going to be an issue. So there's no Corruptors. There's a single Corruptor on the field right now. And we're going to see an engagement happening. He's going to move out before he has all his army with him. Looks like he very well might. It's going to be really hard to deal with. This is a very powerful army coming out of Gator right now. It's got a lot of tankies. A lot of Stalkers are out there. Going to hit those Hydras that are actually off creep. We take a lot of damage. And we can see that... Gator is continuing to move forward, doing a lot of damage. He's now got a great position on this high ground to attack. He's got the Colossus over there. No blink is even started for the for those Stalkers, but here we're seeing a much better angle attack from Gix, but he manages to take out the Colossus and continue moving in, sniping off a lot of those guys. The Roaches are going to be able to continue pressing the attack, but right now Gix at 164 food to Gator's 119, so that's really solid. Blink has finally started, but the worker count 72 to 62. Most of this difference is actually army. So here we go. Gix going to move up. Fair count of Roaches. You should be able to actually do a fair bit of damage, but the problem is there are a lot of Zealots there. They can actually close the gap. That'll be pretty huge. But these guys are being careful about their angle of attacks. Gix right now is looking to be pretty solid right now. It's forcing cannons to come out from Gator as he's moving around, being very active with his units. He did manage to get this base up, so 4 bases are now up for Gix, which is definitely solid. Got a lot of gas income. He hasn't been mining this for very long. It's a couple hundred from the base in total. But all those Colossi over there on the left is going to allow these Roaches and Hydras on the left to go ahead and try and snipe off this Nexus, but that's really greedy. He's not going to be able to get that down. You've got to realize that he doesn't have enough firepower, but he's going to go ahead and distract and hit on the right side. That Forge could actually go down. That'd be pretty big. If the Forge goes down, no more upgrades coming out for one Gator anytime soon. but running around, we see a lot of mobility is happening in the roaches, but I don't know if it's actually being that effective. He's being greedy, trying to take out the Nexus, hitting out cannons, but not doing exactly a ton of direct damage to Gatored right now with these multi-pronged attacks. So Gatored is actually now ahead in the food count, 173 to 167. So not sure exactly how it's happening. Gix is just getting out macroed even though his opponent has less. It's kind of a surprising situation, but you can see this Death Ball is getting increasing strength because he's now getting Void Rays and Colossi at the exact same time. It's going to be very, very hard to deal with. Corruptor's now on the field, though. It's going to help him out a lot. But this observer should go ahead and actually see all this happening. He knows the exact army that Gix has, so Gatored's got to be feeling pretty solid that he's going to be able to allow. He's going to be allowed to get the Death Ball, and that's not something you want to allow as Zerg. You got double Void Rays coming out, as well as Colossus. There we go. But max food is approaching quickly. It's going to be very hard to deal with. We can see that over here. Gix does have his 5th coming up, but running around with his Phoenix does allow Gatored to see that. You can see his vision does allow that. He's even trying to do a little bit of harassment with this, with that Zealot. But he's now actually managed to kill a bunch of drones. So I wish I could click on the Zealot before it dies so you can see the kill count. But at the moment, the harassment is doing pretty well. You can see the income is showing that Zerg though still has a lead in the food count. Though again, the working count, though again not by much. We're going to start seeing a push happening with this very, very, very powerful Death Ball. You might as well go ahead and try and hit the army as it comes in, but there's all of these. Oh no, the Corruptors are out of position. They're going to attack before everything else, and some great forces delaying almost everything from these guys. Void Rays are attacking these Corruptors and doing so well. No, the Corruptors are being really, really, really aggressive. Try to come in, but they're going to get picked off as it looks like this Natural Smash is going to hit, and Gix is going to take a lot of losses. Overlords are getting hit as they try and move out. Colossi on the field. There's only 2. But there are all of those Corruptors trying to move in. There's some Zealots in this mixed army as well. Linking up, this is going to allow all these roaches now just to be too far away from the Colossi to really take them out. Another Stalkers are coming in. More Stalkers are coming in to try to reinforce. And it looks like this might be really hard to deal with from Gix. This army is doing so much damage. So many Stalkers and Void Rays and Colossi. There's GG Gix. Because we're going to have vTgiX. We're going to have a 3-0 happening. Gatored wins very handily in this best of 5. So congratulations to Gatored. He does win the Zotac Cup number 6. Thank you to Zotac for holding it. Weekly North American, open to everybody. $100 tournaments. Feel free to sign up. Check them out. It's a great time. As you can see, the caliber play is very, very high. Thank you guys so much for watching. VODs will be on YouTube, and I appreciate this.